he could to bring home the opening night win. He kicked off his 19th season with a game-high 34 points, 11 rebounds, and 5 assists. While he did shoot well from deep, going 5 of 11 from 3, he struggled from the free throw line, going just 3 of 6, and the Lakers ended up losing 121-114. Shannon, will you please give LeBron his first letter grade of the season?
Skip, I thought he played well. I gave him a B-.
B minus?
Yeah, B-.
Wow.
You can't get an A if you lose. I don't give a damn how well you play. I'm not giving you no A. That's what you do. You've been known to do that. Like you gave Kevin Durant an A for that game 7. He had a toenail on the line. Can't get an A.
It was over.
Skip, you can't.
It was one of the great clutch shots in the history of basketball.
Skip, you can't get an A if you miss one of the questions. If you just miss one, you can get a 99. You can get a 98, but you can't get 100.
Well, you give Tom Brady Fs when I think he's like a B+. Yeah?
And plus, I gave him the minus, Skip, because going into the fourth quarter, he was plus 10. He ended up -2, so that means it tells me in the fourth quarter he was -12. But he had 9 points. He didn't shoot bad. He's 3 of 7, 2 of 6 from 3. He shows no sign of slowing down in year 19. It's one game, Skip. Look, I'm not going to get carried away, but I think LeBron James is going to have an excellent season. All the questions are valid. You look at 2 of the last 3 years, he's missed significant times with freak injury. The groin pull, he did a split on, I think it was Christmas Day, did a split against Golden State, and he missed 25, 26 games last year. On a Saturday afternoon, the guy dove into his ankle. He missed 26, 27 games with an ankle sprain. So it's well within for people to question, can he stay healthy in year 19? But I thought he got off to a great start. I can't give you an A. 34, 11, and 5. Shot the ball great. Rebound. So for me, he had more points, more rebounds than anybody on the court. So for me, yeah, I gave him a B-, but I expect to see an A on Friday.
Expect to see an A on Friday against the Phoenix Suns.
Yeah.
Because he stunk against the Suns in those 6 games.
But you know, would you give him an A?
You know what? Since you say he's Tom Brady, as in the GOAT of basketball, we have to grade LeBron James opening night on the Tom Brady curve. That means he got a C for last night because I got to tell you, when they needed him most, he was nowhere to be found because you just said it in the fourth quarter. You just sort of slid it right under your carpet.
I mentioned it.
He was a -12, and he played almost the entire way. He played 11 minutes and 35 seconds, so he barely went out at the end of the game.
Right.
Okay, was he stat padding at the end? I don't know, because it was getting a little bit out of hand, but that's okay.
There you go.
All right, well, he's playing high minutes in the fourth quarter, right?
But see, no. See, you said Tom Brady, but when Tom Brady played opening night, I gave him a B.
All right. C, because if we could see what started happening in the fourth quarter, he missed 4 3-point shots that were crucial in a game that they led by 2 in the fourth quarter. Here's the first one. That's to put them up 5, and he missed it. And then here we go with 8:46 left, and this is to cut it to 1, and he missed it. And with 4:38 left, he's got another one to cut it to 2, and he missed it. And then with 59 seconds left, he could at least have cut it to 6, and he missed it. So he misses 4 huge threes. The last one wasn't that huge, but the first 3 were game changers, you know, where you're going to bring the house down because the crowd's on hair trigger to just explode on Golden State. And you miss the first 3 and then tack on the 4th miss. They're huge misses, and in the midst of all those were 2 fourth-quarter turnovers. And I'm not going to show you those, but they're 2 empty trips that you have. So to me, when I look at the night, he had a rare hot hand. He was crazy hot for a lengthy period.
Yeah, you think he started 7 of 7.
7 of 7. So I'm going to give you that, but you got to bring this one home. And the truth was, you took 11 3-point shots, and I told you that last year he averaged a career high 6.3 attempts per game.
Right.
Well, last night, he's getting close to doubling his career high attempts per game.
Well, you got to make him honor you, Skip. If y'all gonna sag off, y'all gonna treat me like I'm Giannis, and y'all gonna treat me like I'm Ben Simmons, I'm gonna shoot it.
Okay, well, Draymond was guarding him at the first, and he treated him like a business partner because he was just saying.
There you go.
He did. He was treating him like a business partner. It's like, man, shoot that. And LeBron rips it, and then he rips another one.
So what's the game plan? What's the scouting report of LeBron? Just don't hug up on him so he can go by you and dunk it. Play off him and make him take that shot. If he hits it, he hits it.
Well, I think people are going to start to figure that it's now inverted, right? It's the pyramid has been inverted because now all he wants to do is jack up threes, and if he gets hot, you're in trouble. But if you go out there and contest it a little bit more, maybe you're not in trouble. Maybe it's time
Well, come on and
because
contest
he
it.
has flipped the script because he doesn't drive the ball the way he used to.
You hug up on me and you'll see what we'll do.
Okay, well, I would like to see that because where you need to dare him is to make free throws because he made 3 of 6 free throws. So he's turning into more and more of a three-point high-volume shooter. And I also told you that last year, he was actually, you know, he upped it to, what was 36%. 36% last year.
Good.
Well, it was 110th of 156 qualified three-point shooters. So it's still way below average.
You want to make, so you basically what you want, I mean, how fair would that have been if God would have made Steph Curry 6'8", have the handles, shoot the three, and could jump like LeBron? How fair would that be? So you want LeBron to be 6'9", 260 pounds, can shoot the three like Steph Curry, drive the ball like he does, and shoot free throws like Larry Bird. How fair is that?
He no longer drives the ball the way he used to try to drive the ball. And he is chasing Kareem's all-time points record. I give you that. And I know you said it was like a co-goal, like we want to win a championship and pass Kareem. Okay, fine. But more and more you're shooting threes because threes count more than twos. And it's easier to get to Kareem shooting threes than it is driving and getting hammered at the basket and getting pounded and pounded
Especially
and
when
pounded.
you're not calling it and give me.
Okay, well, he doesn't.
I need you to reward me. If I'm gonna drive the basketball to, if I'm gonna drive the ball to the hoop, reward me by calling fouls.
It is still fair to say that he has lost some athleticism at the rim. And again, not that much, okay, not that much in year 19, but enough that he's no longer the greatest driver of the basketball I've ever seen.
Yes, he is.
He's not lethal at the rim. He used to be, when he just got a step on you, you were just done because he's going to tomahawk it or he's going to go up and
Did you
under.
not see the man put his armpit over the rim last night?
On the break?
Yeah.
It was okay.
You saw that, his armpit.
It didn't really move me, didn't knock me off my chair. I didn't say, wow. I mean, it was just your standard, ordinary, you know, garden variety NBA dunk.
He brought it back from Gardena.
Did he?
Yeah.
I don't think he did.
Yeah, brought it back.
I think he brought it back from across the street.
But he'll get,
maybe.
you remember last year he got Bielisa when he was in, I think he was in Sacramento. He got it.
Yeah, last year he was in Miami, maybe 2 years ago.
But we'll get him again. We're going to pay you back.
Okay, so LeBron James, who 2 years ago averaged 10.2 assists per game to lead the league.
Yeah.
He had 5 last night. It's wrong. It's why they struggled. Because you need to take over, like Chris Broussard, we're going to have him on in just a minute here.
Right.
But he predicted that, hey, when it's time, fourth quarter, LeBron will say, Russ, you've had enough. Give me the basketball. Well, if that's true, then you need LeBron to orchestrate and to get others open for three. Avery Bradley actually made a couple. He's done that. Remember what he did to the Clippers that time, the Avery Bradley Memorial game.
But here's the thing, Skip. Assist is such a misleading stat because you're like, well, he's not assisting the ball. But Rondo went 1 of 4 and LeBron passed him the ball. Carmelo went 3 of 9. Malik Monk was 2 of 5. So it wasn't, and Kent Bazemore was 3 of 9. Russ was 4 of 13. So at the end of the day, guys got to make shots. I can pass you the ball all I want to, and if you don't make the shot, I'm not getting an assist. So guys made shots. You know, and plus, he's not going to be as ball dominant because Russ is going to have the ball sometimes. And Rondo played 20 minutes last night, Skip, and he's going to have the ball some. So he's not going to have the ball like he did when he led the league in assists. I don't believe he's going to have the ball in his hands as much. But all I need guys to make shots. If they just make the shots, we'll still average, even though we won't have the ball as much, we'll still be somewhere around 8 assists tonight, which we can live with.
But what you can't live with was he was as hot-handed, LeBron, as you'll ever see him for much of the game until it was time. And when it was time, I just showed you the 4 misses that were crucial to the outcome of the game. And I'm going to remind you again, you're up 2 going to the fourth quarter at home. Who should take that home? The king should, the quote-unquote GOAT, unless he's the phony GOAT. If he's the GOAT, you should take that game home against a Steph Curry who is struggling mightily. Right? What did Steph wind up in the fourth
5 of 21.
quarter?
He was 5 of 21 overall. 2 of 8 from 3.
Okay, fourth quarter, Steph is 1 of 3. He scored 5 points. So he wasn't doing any Steph-like damage to you. So it's up to LeBron. Take it home. And he just kept doing what he'd been doing the whole game, which was hot-handed shooting, turnarounds, fallaways, and threes. And he misses 4 crucial ones that get you right back in the game.
He still had 9 points.
Well, he did. He made 2 threes, so I'm going to give you that. But when you shot 6 in the fourth quarter alone, you averaged a career high 6.3 attempts per game last year.
8.3 this year.
Okay, well, I'm just showing you why he deserved a C, and I think I just closed the case.
No,
I think you agree with me. That was a C effort.
No.
Start to finish, that was a C by the GOAT.
No, it was a B minus.
Yeah.
But I remember I gave Brady, even though he threw 2 picks, I said, you know what? After that performance, he would have got.
What did he do? When it was time, unfortunately, my team left 124 on the clock, and he goated them.
Yeah.
Okay, well, did LeBron goat this game?
But here's the thing.
You'd have me if he goated it.
But here's the thing, Skip. The thing is with Brady, if guys are dropping pay, remember Giselle said, my husband can't throw it and catch it. Guys still.
That was a great line, actually.
Guys still have to catch the football.
That was after the second Eli Super Bowl.
In Indy.
Yeah.
In other words, in order for LeBron to get an assist, guys have to make the shot.
Okay, I got it, but it's upside down right now because he's the one. What were your opening remarks in this show? Buddy Hield, you had the deal in place.
Yeah.
Buddy Hield will make, he is a clutch three-point shooter because he was in his days at University of Oklahoma.
Right.
And so if you got Buddy Hield making clutch threes and LeBron orchestrating from the top, you got something.
Right.
Or if you want Rondo to try to bring you home, I'm good with that.
Yeah.
Have LeBron on a wing and Buddy Hield on a wing. Now you've got something. Maybe when Ellington gets right and he's back in, maybe that will help a little bit. I don't know that Kendrick Nunn is a deadly three-point shooter, but he's a scorer.
Yeah, and he can